Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today we're taking a look at GT Sport and Forza 7 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X running on a 1440p monitor. So that way I can try to get you the closest like for like image that's possible. So as you know, Gran Turismo Sport is running at 1800p checkerboard on the PlayStation 4 Pro version, while Forza 7 is running at native 4K on the Xbox One X version. So, as you can already see, there's far more detail in the Forza 7 game. Trackside detail. If you look at the grass, if you look at the curbs, everything else just kind of looks more detailed. Um, Gran Turismo 7 or Gran Turismo Sport just kind of has that. Oh, I don't know. I mean, it just kind of looks barren if you ask me. Like it looks barren. Okay, this is the Nordschleife. Driving both of these, they're both the McLaren 650. So essentially, it's as like for like as I can get it. So we're just gonna kind of sit here as this goes along. We'll take a look at it. So this is the first time I've ever like recorded gameplay without sound, and then watched it while I recorded what I wanted to say over it. And like this is kind of interesting. I mean, it's kind of interesting. It's something that we might try to do more often. I'm trying to find new ways to spruce up my content and make it a little better and like be more creative, I guess. So this one here I really wanted to point out and like kind of nitpick, not nitpick, but just kind of put out there, because I remember back when these games first came out, we had Digital Foundry, man. They were doing that the analysis for us. They were telling us how great uh, Gran Turismo was and how beautiful it looked and how everything else. And now, when you look at these games side by side, actually driving, the same track, basically the same car, it kind of makes you wonder, man. It's like, do they always look through like the eye of like the PlayStation or something? Like they call out, like, oh yeah, look at these immaculate cars, but then like look at the immaculate trackside detail on Forza 7, man. Like look at those cars. I mean, if you were looking at both of these on the 1440p monitor, you'd be like, wow, man, those cars look dang near identical. Maybe the car on the Xbox looks a little bit sharper, and it does, because you can see like the aliasing on the PlayStation, one, because it's you know on the Xbox One it looks really sharp all the time. So I mean, it's like there's like little things that you can clearly nitpick or whatever, about the PlayStation version, but Digital Foundry just doesn't never seem to do that ever. It's always, oh yeah, the PlayStation just looks so great. I mean, look at this mountain of freaking green trees over there on the side that they just, now look at the Xbox One. They're coming up. Look at that. It looks more shaded. I mean, these are supposed to be at like noon or whatever, so it looks more shaded on the Xbox, and like it. Trust me, it just looks like a jumbled green mess. It's so distracting on the Gran Turismo side that it doesn't make sense. Sorry about that. Doggy decided she needed to come in here and walk around and hang out with us for a minute. So if you look, to me, I don't know. I mean, like I personally kind of feel like the trees look a lot, not a lot better, but a little better than the ones on Gran Turismo. I mean, just they're way less distracting on the Xbox One, and then like, it just feels like the track side is more flushed out on Forza 7 than it is on Gran Turismo. Ah, man, I've been playing Gran Turismo since the very first one on the PlayStation 1, and man, I love Gran Turismo. I do. I think it's an amazing racing game. I've learned a lot from it. But I want Gran Turismo to start doing more to make the track side look better. And I mean, dude, this is not Polyphony Digital's fault. Like this isn't. This is PlayStation's fault for continuously kneecapping them with freaking inferior freaking hardware. That, I mean, look at this. Forza comes out with Forza 7 on an Xbox One X, and like this game running native 4K. It's got all this detail in the track. It's got all the detail in the car. It's got everything that makes the whole package look good. Not just the car, but the whole package looks better on Forza. It's consistent, and that's what I love about a lot of Xbox content. Like, it's consistent. It looks more consistent. Like, you can't tell me that this track on Forza 7 doesn't look, a little bit better, a little more detailed, a little bit more just like there's more going on. It looks more busy. On the PlayStation version, it looks pretty plain, man. Like, to be completely honest with you, it's like a really plain looking experience. Whereas on Xbox, it feels more like, gosh, man, this is gritty. It feels good. It looks more like there's just more going on. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, looking at both of these games on the 1440p monitor, they both look crystal clear. They both look super clean. And that kind of hurts the PlayStation version a little bit, because it really does. All the stuff that's not looking good, it kind of makes that like right in your face, to be completely honest with you. It's like in your face now. Like, all the little stuff that you would nitpick and stuff, like, it's in your face. Whereas the Xbox, it was already native 4K, and it was already running at a high frame rate. So it translates to looking better. For some reason, like, it just looks better. Like, the PlayStation version does suffer. I mean, it looks sharp and everything, but it does suffer a little bit because of it not being native resolution. I do not like checkerboard. I don't like it. Native resolution will always beat checkerboard for me. So when it comes to making your choice, or like, the reason why I've been making these videos lately is because of these fanboys, man. They're getting so annoying with this whole saying that, Forza's garbage or whatever. It's like, come on, man. I know that if Polyphony Digital had more power in the PlayStations, then they would be able to produce way better. But they always get stuck with these freaking weaker machines, and then they have to really try to work harder to squeeze as much detail out of them. And it's like, come on, man. You guys you PlayStation fanboys are always saying, demand better from Xbox, demand better from PlayStation, demand better from PlayStation. If that is how you really feel, like, this Forza 7 looks freaking amazing. This Gran Turismo Sport could definitely look amazing if it had better hardware. So that's basically the gist of it. I mean, you can see what both of these look like. They both look freaking pretty dang good. Let's just see what the next ones look like. Gran Turismo 7 and Forza Motorsport this year. Hopefully they both come out. So if you like this content and you found this helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you.